So, because I came on the first time, and I didn't like the way, I don't like the orientation of the video, so I had to delete that. Yeah. Then the second time, I don't like waiting on people, but Spirit said, get back on that line. And I know that I was told to do this tonight. So I really feel like there may be somebody who needed to see something. So I was just going to introduce to y'all my new card decks that I got off of TikTok because I saw this girl, like she was really selling them, y'all. But I don't like it very much, not yet. But it's called, can you see it? It's like bright as hell. Hold on. This one deck is called What's the Tea? See, now it look dark. Hold on a second. So, one deck is called What's the Tea? I mean, it's cute. I like what's written on here. Have y'all seen this on TikTok? I like the messages, and they really like simple, to the point, one word. So it's very much so intuitive energy there. Some of them have words on the bottom, but not all of them. And she had pulled like a couple cards for Donald Trump, and that's spot on. So I was like, let me go and order them because she make them look so fun. However, they slick as heck, and I don't have any powder or anything like that. I've had them now for about a week or two. Well, probably a week. Yeah. And then my other deck, they're so cute. The Hot Girl Oracle. What is Hot Girl? Hot Girl Oracle. And these are super cute too. I like them. I don't even know if I shuffled these? I don't think I shuffled these at all, but I went through the deck already. And I was looking at them like, dang, are they only like boosters, you know what I'm saying? And no, they're not. They got some real energy in here too. So I really like these. But yeah, I didn't really want to do like just a collective reading or anything. But I feel like Spirit wants us to talk about something. So I was like, oh well, if nobody comes in, hold on. Hey, who's that? Bright Smiles. Hey, I'm just saying that. Y'all, I really hate this live. I don't like to do nothing that, I'm not well versed in. I don't love the camera, period. But, like, not just this camera, any camera. Don't really love it. But, I just felt guided to do that. How y'all been in this this energy? With Mercury going direct today, and then Jupiter the other day, and then the equinox. Where's the equinox? Is that today? Like, it's been good stuff. Good stuff. Me personally, if you saw my community tab post previously, you probably saw like I'm usually like synced with the full moon. And so when we move around to the summer months, it moves and syncs with the dang, y'all know what it is, ladies. It syncs with the dang new moon. So then I'm dealing with that energy on top of all of the cosmic energy. And it's been a week, right? Because we are in that we in that wrap it up stage of the year. And so, and wrapping up this Mercury retrograde. So I really feel like um, a lot of lessons were kind of highlighted this week, right? Where it's almost like don't forget that we still want you to do this thing, right? And when I say this thing, I mean like certain actions you got to take in your life. Whereas like I think personally I had kind of been like maybe I misread that. Okay, maybe I'm all right, but this week Spirit was like, no, you are not all right, and let us show you why, right? So it's like, yeah, I gotta do these things. Out with the old, in with the new. Hey, Crystal, girl, I was like, I know I'm too late at night for the East Coast. I'm sorry. I had ended up cooking. I didn't want to rush. So do you really feel like that? Out with the old, in with the new? Do you feel like you know what the new is supposed to be? Like, from a personal standpoint, I stay where I live where I live. But I feel like Spirit just kind of highlighted for me this week that this environment is not conducive to what I do. Like, it's almost contradiction to my energy. I'll say it that way. So it's been a lot of energy cleansing this week, cleansing of the space, realizations where I'm just like, yeah, I'm gonna have to be out. So in order for that to take place, I have to start planning things and getting very intentional about it. So that's what I've been on this week. Um, and that sucks because you kind of want to show up and be available and helpful to people who sometimes in your personal life, my personal life, speaking of about me, who don't who take you for granted, who take your presence for granted, who take your kindness for granted, who take your consideration for granted. And I feel like Spirit just really put it in my face this past week, where it's like you are made so uncomfortable that you can't help but see it. And it's so crazy because like I know this stuff came up in a reading that I did. I think for the collective, it could have been a personal reading, honey, I don't know. But yeah, a lot of times the messages that I give to y'all can be applied to me as well, just from a different perspective. Anyway, so y'all want to talk about these cards? Let me tell you what kind of stuff they got in here. And I'll probably pull for the collective like a Gaia oracle, because I haven't done that all week. I'm telling you, I feel like that's what you addressed last night. I'm telling you, boundaries. Listen. And I was like, I was talking to a friend, and I said, I feel like my resentment is increasing. And my friend was like, that's not it. It's like you clearly have expressed a boundary, and this person continues to cross that boundary, or say, okay, I hear you, but, and then go on and still infringe on that boundary or disrespect that boundary. And it's like, it is frustrating, of course. And so then it's like, okay, at some point, what are you going to do about that? You're going to get the hell out of Dodge. That's what you're going to do. So that's the agenda. I was also got it not to share too much about it, but I'm just talking to y'all. So that's the agenda for me. And that's hard because I feel like I definitely give people, it's so crazy because I will cut people off quickly. But I also, I feel am super forgiving and considerate. And that kind of ends up, that can bite you in the butt, especially when you're dealing with people that you have an emotional bond with or you care about, family and whatnot. Look how sweaty I look. Goodness. I ain't even sweaty. It ain't hot right now, but it's been warm. It's supposed to be like 90 something tomorrow. I think it got up to that much today too. Insane, this weather. So, I still did my opening prayer. Girl. Now, that relationship for me is one of those as well. From a freaking distance. And I gotta tell you, I ain't really had no I ain't had no second thoughts about that one. Now that's one that I have definitely reopened the door to. And so long before we pulled into this Mercury retrograde energy, yeah, that I was pretty firm on that one. Like, I love you, but I don't need you in my space in any way. And she's done a lot to make that very clear that that's how that was supposed to be, and that's how it's supposed to remain. Okay, no, my peace of mind says that's how it's supposed to remain. Sure, yeah, honey, we had to make that choice and stand firm on that one, and I'm okay with it. That ain't even the one that I second guessed. But it's not that I haven't done it before. I have, but it's been like over the past years. So by the time we moved into 2026, I was already good on that. Like, no, thank you. I enjoy my peace. I ain't got time. You don't feel if you don't feel like an emotionally safe space for me, then yeah, I don't want to deal with you at all, right? And when I say emotionally safe space, I mean like I get this negative energy from you, then minutes later or the next day, I get this like nothing happened, and it was just a complete 180, where it's like, what the hell? Or you see certain things, and then especially right now too, with my birth chart, and then the energy that we're getting, that we're in cosmically right now, like I feel like you can see, not you can, I can, I don't know if you can or not, but clarity is the name of the game. I feel like that's kind of for everybody, but specifically for me, being able to see people's motives pretty clearly, and already being like that almost human lie detector kind of, right? um yeah, so I really am in a space where I'm like, okay, I trust what I see. And so I've seen that one right there for a long time and a little while. Look at that. Look at that. What am I saying when I'm saying what I'm saying? Harmony, protection, peace, perception, beyond the veil of illusion. Y'all, and I know I had said too that I was going to do a video this past week, but I just haven't. I feel like my body and my energy have been fighting each other almost, so I haven't recorded it. I kind of had started writing my script out, but I haven't recorded it. But something that I noticed, especially if you're intuitive, I be wondering like why people don't see that, or why people can't tell that that's fake. Like my tolerance for fake shit this week has been super, super, super low. And I mean it's with everybody. Not even just necessarily in my actual day-to-day life, but just on social media. So it's like content creators that I usually follow, people that I can usually listen to, that I'm interested in what it is that they produce. But then like this past week, I'm trying to watch their stuff, and it's like, why are you talking like that? Or why you sound like that? Or why does this feel so performative? And then all of a sudden I'm not interested in it, because like inauthentic fake shit is just, yeah, no. And so this is pretty interesting that this card came out. It says perception, right? It says beyond the veil of illusion, right? And that's the energy. Ooh, goosies. I feel like that's collective energy as well. So I'm hoping people see things differently. But that's what that video was going to be about. That third eye energy, right? Because when we say open your third eye, people think like, oh, I don't want no witchy stuff to start happening or no psychic stuff to start happening. Baby, you need your third eye just so that you can be able to read situations in your day-to-day life clearly, right? So I'm on, I think I was on Threads, just scrolling, looking at stuff, and I'm like, what the freak? Like, why is this person saying this? And they completely are misreading it. I'm knowing they're misreading it because I'm intuitive. Um, but I'm just like, why are they misreading it in that way? And I feel like when your third eye is blocked or not activated, even, I feel like it's hard for you to be creative, think creatively. It's hard for you to perceive things truthfully, right? We kind of look at things from with a cognitive bias, right? Like only our experience, because of the experience that we had before, then I see this situation, I'm going to automatically assume that that's what that is, and you can't tell me that I'm wrong. But I'm seeing people, and I've been noticing it this week, that it'll have you really thinking like right is wrong and wrong is right. And I'm just like, that baby blocked off, right? But people think that that third eye is just for psychic abilities, and that's not it at all. It it controls your perception. It controls your ability to see things clearly. It helps you definitely with your intuition, but to be able to see through bullshit, so that just when in the people that you deal with, you can see, you'll be able to call a spade, right? And it's a lot of people that think they right and be wrong as heck, and it's just like, does that make sense to you? Or are you able to see how you're not looking at that objectively, but you're looking at it from that perspective because that was your experience? Like, let me tell you specifically, um like, girls online, I don't want to say his name, I'm gonna probably put it in the video. So there was this influencer couple. They ended up breaking up, right? They broke up because he allegedly was unfaithful. Okay, now when I tell you that then just seeing the way that this couple moved months ago, I said, oh, and he fine too. Months ago, I was like, oh, she better be trying to take care of him, cause she be gone too much. She be gone too much. He at the house, he cooking, he got the kids. She jet setting, doing stupid shit online, stupid performative stuff where it's like, ain't nobody got time for that goofy 24/7, right? So, and you got this good man right here. I was just like, she better take care of him. And then I'll be damn, it came out like a few months after that he cheated and that they were going to get a divorce. They separated almost immediately. They were going to get a divorce. And people are just like, um, and he actually put out a statement later saying, y'all probably know who this is. He put out a statement later saying that he he wants he wanted to, like, they were trying to go to counseling initially, right? They're trying to go to counseling initially. I don't know why my comments not just staying up here. Jeez, I don't got time for all this extra. Just leave them on the screen. Um, they wanted to go to counseling. Counseling wasn't beneficial. He felt like they needed to separate. She didn't want to separate, so they stayed together. And things likely kept moving the way that they had been moving. And if this man had already told you he was unhappy, if you want the relationship, something's going to have to change, right? It did change. He broke the cycle. He broke a pattern. He interrupted the pattern, and he was unfaithful. Anyway, so they broke up. And when I tell you, they're both influencers in their own right, right? But people are being so hard on him, like, he's a cheater, he's a cheater. And I'm just like, knowing what it is that I do, I'm like, are you kidding? Y'all want people to not support this man. We don't have nothing to do with what he did in his marriage, in his relationship, right? As long as he didn't like physically harm her or kill her or something like that. But it just girl, but it's like that don't really have nothing to do with us. You know what I'm saying? So why are we punishing this man? He cheated on her. He broke up his family. Baby, some of y'all want us to hold this man to a standard that it's men in your day-to-day lives that you don't hold to that standard. Y'all want us to cut him off from society. Y'all got trifling men as fathers, uncles, brothers, cousins, and you still reach out to hug them and invite them to family functions all the time. They so quick to judge. But like I said, me knowing what I know, like stop it. Cause a lot of y'all be not y'all. I'm saying a lot of, especially tarot viewers, be chasing these reconciliation readings. Who you trying to reconcile with? People that you done broke up with. Why you break up with them? Cause it was a toxic connection or situation. So why you worried about if they want you back or not? Where's your standard? Why would you want somebody back that mistreated you or that did you dirty or that cheated on you? But then you get on this internet and you rake this man over the coals and you want us to punish him forever for this for what he did in his relationship. Which one is it? Which standard is more important? Why are you trying to hold this stranger that you don't even know, that you have this parasocial connection to a standard that you don't hold yourself to, you don't hold the men in your life to? Are you gonna just not talk to your uncle, daddy, cousin, and them forever? We gonna do them the same way you doing this complete stranger? And it just turns into like cyberbullying. And I was just like, I wonder why people can't see that. And I'm knowing that this is the case because, like I said, reconciliation readings, love readings are they get the highest views. They are the highest requested love readings, you know? So my thing is just like, be fair, or are you sure you're not viewing it? You're viewing this correctly, like, like I remember when I was younger, my kids was younger, and I had a homeboy. Like we really was just, for me, we was just cool, but still really close, right? And we was talking about relationships, and I was just telling him I don't think I ever want to deal with somebody who got children, right? Not while my children little. And he was kind of like, Nick, do you hear yourself? You got 2 kids. I was like, I know. And I don't need to be competing with you and your kid. So I need your attention here and on me and mine. And he said, but hear yourself. Like, y'all, I was here. I really was. That's why, child, she was not ready to be for real. But but he would just be like, nigga, do you hear you? Excuse me for that word. But seriously, it's like we can be so caught up in our own perception or our own belief or our own projection that we make it where it should be somebody else's projection or belief as well. That's that third eye imbalance, right? There's someone that I also know personally who is super, well, when I first like got closer to them, it's a relative too, but first got closer to them, I was just like, damn, she is scared of everything. Like she would just create these whole potential or possible scenarios in her head, and I'm like, why would that happen? Like, what are the odds of that actually occurring? And I felt like it was just such a fear-based mindset where you have now created this whole little narrative in your head of this thing that you're fearful of potentially happening because of like either your past experiences, and it's kind of blocking your ability to see something from a different perspective. That's all third eye stuff, y'all. That's all third eye stuff. Let me tell you what this book says. Yeah, so You are advised to stand your ground with regards to a particular person or issue. Um, Stand firmly in your truth. See beyond the veil of illusion. If it doesn't feel right, then it's not. Trust your intuition and gut feeling on this one. I feel like, too, though, like your intuition can be clouded by your emotions, which is why, like, when I got a lot of stuff going on, or if I'm super emotional, or if I'm super angry, um, or stressed even, right? I don't like to do especially personal readings for y'all because I don't want those boundaries to blur. I want to be able to stay objective. And a lot of times when we're emotional, think of the last time you were mad about something, right? People can't talk to you when you mad. Yeah, hold on, let me, okay. People can't talk to you while you mad because you going to believe what you feel. And right now you feel angry. So that's going to cloud even what the reality of the situation is. But it says, be true to yourself. You can respect another person's views without having to change your value systems. If it doesn't align with your values, then don't take it on. You can honor someone else's truth, but stand firm within your own. That's the affirmation there. Be comfortable with who you are. Keep an open mind and heart. Empower yourself when you honor your values. And being true to you, you are true to others. We also got this Nine of Hearts. In traditional tarot, that Nine of Hearts is like that wish fulfillment energy. But this is a 10. Tens are about wholeness, completion, ends of cycles even. Yeah, but this card signifies success, emotional fulfillment, and wisdom. Something that is dear to you or something that you're working towards has a positive outcome, which leads to a period of peace and harmony and a deep sense of personal satisfaction and emotional fulfillment. A wish fulfillment energy. That's what that card is called in traditional tarot. That which you strive to create and achieve is granted, and all is protected along the way. The light shines upon you, all is blessed. You can move forward with confidence. So I feel like with this being a 10, I feel like this is just reflective of that we're experiencing right now when we're moving to this this new astrological year, right? Girl, yeah. Definitely. And that was my energy. Because it's like, here I am trying to foster this connection, foster this relationship. And then every full moon, that's how it happened for me. Every full moon, you bring up some random from childhood or whatever the case, or something to let me know that you feel a certain way. And it's like I've done nothing to fuel that belief or to fuel that energy. So that lets me know that you got some deep seated stuff that's your issue, not mine, right? And so I'm not trying to convince you or change you, but then, like, because I've opened myself up to you, now I'm getting hurt because I felt I was vulnerable with you in this way, right? So yeah, I had to put a stop to that. We're not gonna be able to do that again and again and again. Like, I got a whole story about that, but she might be done popped in this mug. Ah, so yeah, and my other one's sister dead, so y'all would know who I'm talking about. Yeah, like seriously. So once you go through this a couple of times, for me it was literally every full moon where, and you know, the full moon kind of causes emotions to flare, where it's like this stuff would just pop up out the blue, and I'm like, what? Like I don't want to give the detail of that story. I might need a Patreon for that type of stuff so we can really talk. But yeah, you just feel like somebody just, oh, you just looking for some shit now to be mad about. Because what I remember one time, I said, like, 4th of July, I was like, I ain't really celebrating that. I ain't trying to do too much. I was like, this country's a shit show. And this girl was like, what? She was like, what? Don't you talk about my country? And she just got mad. Like, now you found this, oh, hey, thank you. Now you found this way to make this Is that Crystal? The other Crystal? I'm about to see. I was thinking about her. Um, Now you found this other way to like give yourself a reason to be upset with me. But why would you want to be upset with me when just yesterday over this of all things? Oh, I miss you, friend. I really do. I thought about you like this week. We need to talk. Um, but yeah, I was like, why would you make this find this reason to be upset with me? And we were just doing so well and getting along so well, and everything was rainbows and sunshine. And then now today, you mad that like I dropped a piece of paper or I littered. She was like, "You so fake," or like, "What?" Like it was just random things. And then it's like, okay, well, you have ruined this experience for me. Like I'm getting in the car, in her car, knowing I need to have my black tourmaline with me so that whatever this energy is that comes with her, I'm not absorbing it. Right? It was that. So when that's the case, oh, good. We gonna talk. We gonna talk. Um, but yeah, so when that's the case, where I feel like I need to carry my black tourmaline to be around you, to keep from absorbing your energy, you are no longer an emotionally safe space for me. So yeah, we don't need to be chit chatting. So yeah, I had to cut that off. I could tell y'all some more about that, but I stood firm in that choice. Don't say that, Crystal. I swear, girl, I was thinking about you probably this week, this past week, and the week before. This next card though is what? Peace, which says dissolving unwanted or disturbing thoughts. Let's see what that's about specifically. And it's a number 8. Like all of these cards have an energy of I'm have a number connected to like lessons, live and learn, cycles ending, and movement, forward movement, moving into the next cycle, moving into the next phase of peace, right? What's this 26? Listen, there is no point in worrying about things that are not in your control. Worry does not help anyone, nor does it help resolve anything. On the contrary, it often makes things seem worse than they actually are. Y'all remember I posted that on, I think I was reading the sky one morning, where I was like, even if it's challenging, it's temporary. Like this energy is going to shift, and you're going to be like, oh, that wasn't as bad as I thought. And it's so crazy because I'm telling y'all that now, and I read that in the sky that morning. But this past week, yeah, I would have benefited from having this thought, but I did not have it because I was pissed. But I needed to feel that festivity so that I could stay committed to what my goals are for the near future. But anyway, it says life is such that we can always find something to worry about. Yet, for your own well being and for the well being of those around you, it is vital that you learn to deal with things in a more positive way. Stop that endless cycle of disturbing and negative thoughts. You are advised to train yourself to focus on the positive side of things. And I feel like I'm usually really good at that. But with what was happening around here, plus my hormone fluctuation, if I be needing a reminder. Like I ain't even pulled no cards for myself this week. This is how caught up I've been. It says set aside time at the beginning and end of each day to meditate. Bring your awareness within. I ain't even been able to meditate hardly this week. I have a little bit, but not well until today. Feel and imagine yourself surrounded by love and light, and allow that universal light of love to fill your heart and mind. Imagine your thoughts dissolving and floating away into space, your mind being at peace, clear as a blue sky. Focus on all that you are grateful for in your life and thank Mother Earth and the universe for every blessing. So yeah, and one thing, that's how I felt about that relationship we were just talking about. I was just like, listen, I cannot control the things that you dealing with on the inside of you, that you not working through. or even talking to me or communicating or expressing to me clearly about, right? So since I know that this is not my issue to change or to resolve, I'm going to pull my energy back and put this boundary in place. She is blocked, right? Put this boundary in place and go on and live my happy life, right? So definitely focused on trying to protect my peace. But I think, girl, I know. I think, like it can resurface sometimes, but I had to. I'm confident in that decision. I'm confident about that choice. And this last one, this is so interesting, K. Dabney, because this last card, well, I almost was like dismissive of it, but maybe it's you and me. It's the thinking of you card, which says a loving thought or serendipity. And this is a card of confirmation that somebody you have been thinking of is also thinking of you. It could be someone who has passed away or a living friend, family member, or loved one. Our thoughts and feelings are energy frequencies or wavelengths that transcend space and time. We all transmit and receive information through our thoughts and feelings. It makes no difference whether someone is near or far, alive or has passed away. We are subconsciously in constant communication with those we think about and love. Having heard this, you probably imagine your thoughts traveling through space and time. However, in actuality, nothing really travels anywhere. This is because energetically or spiritually, there's no separation in the first place. We are all interconnected and ultimately one. The great cosmic ocean of life is as vast and endless as we can imagine it to be, and at the same time, it can be smaller than the smallest particle. So, thinking of you, I love that card. Well, I love it, but I don't like to see it because you know how I am. I usually think of it from a romantic standpoint, and I'm like, well, I don't know who the hell that could be because I ain't thinking about nobody, right? But maybe it's just a friend. Bright smiles. I'm telling y'all, I be trying to tell y'all start with 5 minutes. If you can do 5 minutes, then it'll come easier. And then don't be like, oh, I did 5 minutes. I'm gonna do 10 minutes tomorrow. No, stick with that 5 minutes for like a week, right? Um, for me, it was easy because I used to go to the lake. So I would sit outside, super connected to water, of course. So I would sit outside. And if I'm there by myself without my children, I ain't got to watch y'all, figure out where y'all going, wonder if y'all bored or none of that. I'm just going to sit out here and watch the water, watch the animals move and whatnot. That's literally how I started it. I used to just go to clear my head every day. Like, because it just felt like a good, calm, peaceful place to be. And so once you realize you sit there and you like I had my earbuds in sometimes listen to my chakra music, sometimes not, just listening to nature sounds, whatever's happening outside, you know. But once done that and you sitting there, then it's like then it's like dang, I've been out here for an hour, right? And yeah, that's meditation. I think too people feel like you got to sit in like that lotus position and hold your little. You don't have to do that. I feel like so many things could be a meditative practice, especially if you are doing something that's artsy or artsy, like a creative thing. Seriously, do that. Where you doing something creative, um, the whole water thing for me is just big. So I don't know if y'all know that, but I used to go like wash dishes, and I'm in the kitchen just washing dishes, and then I get an earworm, and I'm like, where the hell did that song come from? Because I don't really listen to music no more. But then I'm getting goosies while I'm hearing this earworm. So now I gotta go see who this message is for, or what this message is about, because where does this song come from? And then next thing you know, we got a reading, right? Or when I was working in education and I would do like the big, like say boards or walls or whatever the case, and I'm over there just being my artsy self. And then I look up and it's like, dang, I gotta go do lunch duty. I've been over here for like 3 class periods. You know, it's just like you zone out almost. Um, and being outside in nature can help you to do that as well. Walking. So all of those are kind of meditative. Any time that you can just kind of, I don't want to say get in your head, get out of your head, but not be like actively just doing something. I feel like I know this now, like I used to clean, 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 clean. And I feel like that was almost a meditative thing for me as well. What I know now, I've seen a lot of advisors who said the same thing, that's kind of what you do, because you don't have anything to do but your thoughts while you got, even if you got your music playing, you got your music on, and this is all you're focused on, just cleaning, 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 cleaning. That's like a meditative practice. So some of y'all be like, I can't do it, and you probably do it more than you realize, but you don't realize that, oh, that's meditation. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, start with like this, just that 5 minutes outside. Or if you want to start inside, pick a spot on the wall. Turn the lights out. Like I feel like I get the best meditation when I'm in the dark. Um, but if you're not ready to turn all the lights out, or if you don't have them all out, say you just have a candle lit or something like that, focus on one spot that you can see, and set a timer. Set a timer for 5 minutes, and focus on that spot. And if you looking at this one spot, you're gonna focus on that spot. Then your mind is gonna drift. You're gonna start thinking about what I gotta do today. And when you realize that's happening, your eyes might shift too. Once your eyes shift, okay, where was my little spot? Take yourself back to your spot. 5 minutes, just 5 minutes, and then stick with that 5 minutes. Once you start to celebrate your 5 minutes, after 1 week, and you got that mastered, then up your time. Like it's a whole little process. Um, I just pulled this card right? This is interesting. Hold on. Let me see what the heck it's about. It says a hidden gift. A hidden gift. At the bottom of the card, it says sadness, an ending, a new beginning. It says the angel featured on this card reflects the sadness that you feel at present or may experience sometime in the coming weeks. Something you cherish has or may come to an end soon. It is human nature to fear change and be saddened when something we love or are emotionally attached to ends. Watch this. However, this card has a positive side and reminds you that every ending heralds a new beginning. That's just the law of nature. So nothing is ever truly lost. Things simply transform. New beginnings are in store for you, brighter and lighter than ever. There is a hidden gift attached to this event. When the timing is right, you receive a precious gift, either in the form of positive news, a new revelation, or an unexpected turn of events that turns out to be in your favor. Whatever it turns out to be, it will, without a doubt, warm your heart and fill you with joy. In the meantime, be aware of the love that surrounds you. Allow it into your heart and trust the universe's guiding events to unfold in a way that is for your highest good. So, that could go a million ways. I don't know who that one's for. I hope that one ain't for me. I had enough revelations, okay? And I haven't really been in a sad space, so that's good. Positive news, positive outcome, movement, taking the path of least resistance. That's a 20, so that's probably about partnerships, or it could be about making a decision or a choice. But the message, positive news, positive outcome, which is also a 10. Okay? So, yeah, y'all want to ask a question of any kind? Get a particular card pull. What you want? Y'all want to look at these cards? Like, I don't even know, y'all, who to ask these questions about, right? Like based on what the cards show. Because we have like the cyberbully, right? Online attacks, hiding behind screens. Words can still wound. So this could be the energy of somebody who creates a fake page just to be an asshole, right? We got this card, always partying, Shots every weekend. No time for you. Party first, love later. So this could be about romantic relationships. Wasting time. Stuck. No changes. Limited. Uninterested. Right? Thief. Robbed. Lost. Theft. Physical or emotional. So this card made me think of that Seven of Swords energy. So that could be somebody who literally steals like your money or your time or your energy, but they are deceptive. They are, liars. What they saying and what they doing is two different things. We also got the screenshot card, caught in 4K, saving receipts, facts over feelings. I like these cards. Moving. That's me. Shine. Radiate with truth. Your light triggers darkness. Stay unapologetically you. So I like that. I'm seeing some different ones that maybe I didn't take too much notice of previously. Because at first I was like, are these low vibrational? I don't know, but they kind of fun. Ooh. Bad karma. Dodging bullets, blocking bad energy, escaping toxic people, haters can't touch you, scarcity tactics. So that's interesting with this chess game. So somebody may be stuck in a lack mindset. So they could be doing some things that are manipulative because of a fear that they have of losing someone or something. That's the energy that I got from that card. I don't create that whole narrative, but that's what I felt. Queen rising, glowing up loud, all eyes on her, coming up spotlight. A dirty offer. That looks terrible and frightening. It's not an offer that I would want. Running. So this may be indicative of you dealing with somebody who is avoidant, or this could be what you do, right? If it comes out for you. Ignoring. Left on red. Look at this cat. You see the cat? That's a calico cat, I think. And calico cats are usually like a sign of abundant energy. So I love to see them. But this card is ignoring. He knocked out. He sleep. It says left on red, avoiding messages, giving the silent treatment. So it could be someone who is in an abundant energy, being like, yeah, no, let me just avoid this person. Dust it off. Thank you. Next, moving on. You know who I thought of with that Ariana Grande song, Girl Fight. We hate to see that. Jealous vibes, arguments, or physical fight. Groupie energy. Fake flexing. Somebody who acts rich, maybe flossing their money, acts fancy or shows off, etc. But if they are faking, fake flex, does that mean that they don't actually have what they're pretending to have? Or are they just really material focused or material centered? Look at this with the owl. I don't like that. I love owls. Like that's my phone screensaver, an owl. Prettier than that one though. But you see, owls are a symbol of wisdom. So I don't know why this energy is creeping. Because if you know what you know, what the hell are you creeping for? Could just be like a nighttime energy because they're pretty nocturnal. We had one come over here this past week, actually, at the beginning of the week. And then once I identified him, because that it's a Eastern screech owl. Once I identified his call, he didn't come back. He was here 2 nights in a row too. It's pretty cool. Anyway, y'all know this I was gonna say Wild Wild West over here, but no, it's like a National Geographic locally. too busy winning. This is somebody who things are going so well. They yeah, they not thinking about nothing else but themselves. I like that. I like the energy of that card. This next one, hustling, making it rain, focused on the bag. Money is the mission. You felt that looking for the truth with the creeping card. With this one, because that's the thing for me with owls. Like owls are associated with strong intuition and wisdom, right? Yeah. Creeping, so maybe creeping to look for the truth, but it's probably something you already know, maybe. Interesting. Should I clarify it with tarot? Maybe we'll do that. Let's go. Okay, let's go through this. This one right here, cyber stalking, looking you up. Cyber stalking, studying you, getting info. You know what that sounds like? Like this is literally Google. Like on this phone, this person's literally Googling. Yeah. Look at this one. The rejected card. Ghosted hard. Ignored and erased. So somebody is done with this energy. I resonate with that. The next one, clout hungry. Says viral or nothing. Lives for attention. Makes shit up for drama. I feel like that's pretty clear. I hate that energy. Bankrupt, past due. So somebody may be having some financial issues when we get this card. Here's another one, fake accounts. See, like I feel like there's 3 different accounts that address this issue in the same way. Fake accounts. Lurking on your socials, hidden identity, can't stop watching you. Listen, nobody watches you harder than somebody who act like they don't actually like you. Look at this last one. Not this last one, this next one. Y'all see what they say? Ain't shit. And she kicking, it's a bag of trash right there. She kicking a photo. I don't know if it's, I don't think it's gonna be clear. She's kicking a photo and a red rose. Red roses are almost always symbolic of romance. But this might be the realization that somebody ain't shit. Okay. This next one, legal issues, facing court matters, with Lady Justice right there. Paperwork and delays, or dealing with authority in some way. Ego, hurt ego. Ego is getting in the way of the relationship. Now, I feel like the ego is such an interesting thing too, because I think when people hear ego, they only think like, somebody who is cocky. But I feel like the ego shows up in so many ways. The ego shows up as fear. The ego shows up as dominance. The ego shows up as that cocky, overly confident energy, which is really oftentimes insecurity, right? So, yeah, I feel like the ego controls a lot of things that people don't see it as such. But if you get this card, it's impacting your relationships negatively. Oh, gosh, look at this one. See? Somebody's kissing ass. Jeez. That's interesting. And notice the flowers that she's holding. They're not red. They're pink. So this could be in a friendship connection. Something that's a little less romantic. Or professional. Say it that way. Right? It's just not romantic. That's not the energy that I'm getting from that. Now this one's interesting. Because it says played out. But it's got the bear with the beard turned over and the beer bottle in the back. This reminds me of that movie Ted. Y'all remember that movie? I haven't seen it in a really long time, but I thought it was really funny because it was so stupid. But I haven't seen it in a long time, but I just remember being so tickled. So I don't know. We're gonna clarify that one too. Played out. I don't know. It's kind of giving sick and tired of being sick and tired. Look at this one. Marrying for money. Look, and I realized, what is that? Probably Indian energy. She's gorgeous. But this this message, marrying for money, is not restricted to Indians. Like, it's black people in America doing that same thing. Okay? And sometimes it's not just like, oh, because this person rich. It's just for material reasons, right? Either they have access to it or close proximity to it, whatever the case. But this is something that I see in a lot of people's relationships. Y'all, like, tarot really be making me not want to be in a relationship. Like the universe, God, source recently revealed to me in an encounter that I had where I met somebody. I was like, oh, okay, it's still a little possibility then, because I kind of had just ruled out the potential for a relationship because what I do is so important to me. Um, and I don't want somebody who is going to come, whose energy or whose presence is going to compete with that, right? So yeah, I kind of had ruled love stuff out, but I feel like I'm getting a different perspective of that here lately. So now I'm kind of more open to it. However, still when I do, it's going to be for a real right reason. This right here, love triangle. Third party involved, torn between two multiple lovers. That's what I was about to say too. Like, tarot helps me to see that probably 85% of, I say 85, I kind of upped that from my first belief. My first thought was 75%. So between 75 and 85% of relationships have some type of secret or ulterior motive as the foundation for the connection. So when people be like, "Oh my God, I can't believe they broke up. I can't believe they didn't work out," I just be like, like I don't know. I don't really be shocked no more, right? Like, but still, don't forget, there's that 25% of people who actually love one another, who actually have a desire to grow together, who actually have a desire to be with one another, who actually enjoys the company of the other. Oh yeah, but the number is really high, and I see that in a lot of relationships. I see it in a lot of male energy, where I'm trying to figure men out, but I don't ever want to really generalize. But like, I feel like there are many of them who are okay with the false foundation. They'll keep up the facade as long as you are willing to keep up the facade, right? Um, and what do I mean by that? Let me give you an example. Like, my heart is with this person over here, but the aesthetic, the image that I like to portray, this person fits that. So I'm just gonna follow the image, and then I end up cheating on the image with where my heart is. And then if that person that has your heart is not willing to accept being second or being in this third party, then you stuck in this relationship where your resentment to being connected to them has grown or increased. So it's toxic behind closed doors, but in public everybody's like, oh, they're such a cute couple. Man, you I was gonna say you probably can't, you probably could see it if you paid close enough attention, but I see a lot of situations in that way. Like, there's this one couple who got married. They had a beautiful destination wedding, super extravagant. I'm really surprised that their marriage is still appears to be going strong. I mean, it's only been 3 years or something like that. It hasn't been that many years, but I'm surprised because I felt like from the beginning it was just like this for her. I feel like she doesn't like to be alone. This is a celebrity couple. She doesn't like to be alone. And I feel like he felt like, oh, she made me look good, right? Because she was already kind of well known. And so now them together are well known. Um, and I don't hear anything personally about him being unfaithful, but the streets is talking a little bit, right? About that being a possibility. But on the surface, they look like a wonderful couple. But at the beginning, when they were planning this very public wedding, I was like, and I pulled some cards on them. And yeah, so I feel like now, though, even though even if it's been a few years, like, you know what, that's successful. I feel like a lot of people expect marriages to last like a lifetime, and that's just not necessarily the reality of the case. And it doesn't mean that the marriage wasn't successful. It just means that we grew, but maybe in different directions, right? And maybe that's not something we had talked about previously, or maybe we started getting so much money that somebody became addicted to the spotlight and the money, and not so much the relationship. Like, it's a lot of dynamics that change. So I feel like me reading tarot and seeing a lot of these dynamics and what kind of happens behind the scenes, not for celebrities, because I just pulled them because they was getting so much attention, and I was just like, that's a lot of attention. I feel like anytime people put their relationship super on display like that, it's probably a crappy relationship, right? Or it's not what's being presented to the public. You know what I'm saying? Because most of the time when people share with the public, they only showing you the highlights. So then, yeah, you get what I'm saying. Here's the next card, guys. I'm sorry, I'm rambling. Drama starter. Says stirs the pot, always in the middle, loves the chaos. And that's a couple, that's a man and woman energy. On stage or behind stage. I don't know. Keeping shit going though. We have the fake smiles card. Child. I'm telling you, I'm hoping in the cosmic energy that we're in, that this is not just something that's strengthening for me, but that is something that's strengthening for the collective, where people are able to see and perceive this energy, right? Um, like yesterday, I don't know. I don't know if y'all have heard. I don't know if y'all are in Texas. I ain't in Texas, but the Tallarico dude that went up against Jasmine Crockett for our state. It's been a little while now, right? Where I was just like, okay, maybe just for the sake of, you know, making that a Democratic seat, that I will vote for James Tallarico. Y'all, I think that's his name. Ain't that his name? Texaco, whatever. You know what I'm talking about. Uh, so I got, you know, they have how they start texting you when say you are a certain party, and I hate that. That's why I didn't want to choose a specific side. But you know, you have to do that in Texas for the primaries, and so for elections is what I'm talking about. And so I was like, okay, I'm gonna just have to bite the bullet and vote for this man. So I just so happened to get a text message telling me about the Democratic convention. I think it's happening this weekend or it's coming up, whatever the case, right? But I was just like blocked because I don't like that. I feel like that's invasive. Don't text me about this shit. So blocked it, right? So I got another text the second day from a different number. Today, was it today? Yeah, from a different number, and it was a message about that convention coming up, the Democratic convention. And so I saw their website, and I was like, let me just check out the website. Block the number, go to the website. I'm scrolling to see who are going to be the speakers there. And y'all know how I can kind of read a photo, tell if they're dead or alive, and just kind of get a feel for their with. Y'all, when I got to this man's photo, it didn't feel like demonic or devilish, but it felt like deceptive. It felt like somebody who is wearing a mask. Like, I couldn't even look at him too long. I'm like, I don't like the way this feels, right? So I keep scrolling, and I'm like, okay, go back. And I go back, and it's the same not good energy. So yeah, I don't think I'm gonna be able to vote for him. This made me think of him. How about that? Okay, saying hi, but two-faced energy. This card says to watch who's smiling at you. Made me think of somebody else too. This very week, where I caught a glimpse of this person, and they was literally looking at me like this, like literally. And I'm like, "What's wrong with you?" I said, "If you knew what that face was giving, you wouldn't make that face." This, that. Anyway, the next card is giving money, which says paying their bills, always asking, or trying to buy love. Remember we talked about the false foundations that men are willing to kind of stand on, right? I remember I did a love reading for a gentleman who was saying, um, well, he didn't say, I saw it in his cards and his reading. We talked about it after the fact. But if you, this is the kind of person that would say, that has decided that all women are gold diggers. Why is that? Well, just the women, that's been my experience. Okay. So, if you're noticing that that's the pattern with the women that you've dealt with, what is it about you that is attracted to a gold digger or attracts a gold digger? And so, as I'm looking at his cards, yeah, this is somebody who kind of finds his worth or his value in what he has financially. So when you feel like this is your strong point, what you gonna do? You're gonna present your strong point. So you present money, 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 gifts, 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 and that's the image that you portray. You can't be mad at the female for wanting that to be what it is all the time. Now you've decided you love this female, but this female fell in love with your money because that's who you showed her. You didn't show her your character. You know what I'm saying? But this is the type of person that that type of man would get into a relationship with, right? And that's another false foundation that started a partnership or marriage, giving money. So if you lead with your money, don't be mad when she gets upset because you're not spending enough no more. This is who you showed me you were. This is who I want, right? So definitely had readings like that as well. But that's one of those things too that men wouldn't see because they'd be so busy pointing the other direction. And I'm not saying all men. I'm just saying men who fit the prototype of what I just spoke about. Because of course it would work the other way around too. The next card drama. That's interesting. Oh, okay. It says repo nightmares, always asking for a ride, too broke to fix it. That's interesting. I don't know. As somebody who strictly takes Ubers and Lyfts or rents vehicles, yeah, whatever. Doesn't feel like drama for me. I like it. Like my nerves like it too, okay? My anxiety. Oh, child. I don't know if I can show you this one. Well, I will. I'll show it to you this way. Says bad habits. Did I cover it up enough? Child. Drugs and denial. Repeating mistakes. Can't break the loop. This next one. Boss daddy. Stable, rich, business owner, CEO. BDE. You see it at the bottom. BDE. This one, into you. Good chemistry, great vibes, pure intentions. So a happy one. Travel. Unfazed. Doesn't care. Didn't flinch. You can't shake me. So that's interesting because she definitely looks nervous or concerned or phased. So I don't know. Let's clarify that one too. Um, see, this one I'm talking about. They they got unfazed, but they also got unbothered. Now unbothered looks like they're actually unbothered. Unfazed looks like definitely worried about it, right? So we'll clarify unfazed. We also have the obsessive lover, clingy and controlling, can't let you go, karmic and chaotic. Love on the brain, lost in fantasy, can't stop thinking of them, love that never left. That's giving obsessive energy for me as well. Fantasy suggests, you know, that this you may be thinking is romanticizing. That's what I want to say. Thinking is something that it ain't. Um, the next one, forcer. Forcer. This is the card that came out for Donald Trump. One of the cards, forcer. It says pushy energy, crosses boundaries, gets what they want by any means. I was like, that's accurate. There was another one in here too, though, for him. But I don't remember. I don't remember it when I see it, I guess. Crying over you, still not over it. Watching your post, pretending they're fine. Copycat, steals your ideas, duplicates your style, feeds off your creativity. Cha. That's an interesting one. Wait a minute though. Can y'all see this image? Don't that look like George Foreman? Not George Foreman. What's his name? George Floyd? Was that his name? I can't. So there is a photo right there on the phone. You can't see it. Zoom in, zoom in. It's not working. Floyd, yeah. That looks like a photo. That's him. So there's a photo of him, and then I guess this artwork of him. Why does it say copycat with his face? That's interesting, huh? But it says steals your ideas, duplicates your style, feeds off your creativity. That's interesting. So I feel like whoever this is, there's a person looking at the phone. Maybe they looked at the phone and then created art from something they saw on the phone. That's interesting, huh? Interesting card. Because why would they pick him? This next one. See, this is another form of that cyber stalking energy. But maybe this is not restricted to cyber. But it's the stalker card, which says lurking online, still checking your stories, obsession never left. That's weird. Because stories kind of show you, I guess if you check it, it'll show you who's looking at your stories. Is that lurking energy? I guess so. Same shit. Same shit, different day. So this could be the energy of somebody who feels like stuck in a routine or stuck in the loop in some way. We also got photo proof here. Caught in the act, evidence saved, truth in plain sight. Oh, that's her hat. I'm like, what is on her back? Okay, that's her hat. So this may be a reminder or a warning to look for some type of evidence or proof. Oh, this is the other card. This card came out for Donald Trump, the grudge holder. When that lady online pulled from this deck for him, the grudge holder. Sounds about right. I was talking to my mom about that one day. I feel like After he lost that second time, I feel like it probably turned into I'm gonna get back in office and F everything up. Like for all these people who didn't support me then, right? Definitely strikes me as that childish type of energy. But that card came out for him. We also have this romantic love affair. It's this is weird. It says sex fix, secret lover, passion over loyalty. So I feel like everything it said is kind of sexual energy based, but the title of the card is romantic love affair. Not all sex is romantic though, so you know, you know what I'm saying. Maybe we'll look into that. Anyway, this I keep saying last. Y'all see, it's a lot of cards in this deck. In their head, making assumptions, creating stories. Trust issues are showing. Haunted memories, flashbacks, trauma, side effects. Oh, bad reputation. I was about to say she's adorable though. I like her little romper. I would. Oh geez, look at this one. Broke ass. This one was weird to me. Fishing for comments. I don't understand that one. I don't understand. I was like, do they mean compliments or comments? So we'll clarify. We might clarify. Maybe I'll save the clarification for another video. Threatening, power plays, controlling presence. You feel unsafe. There's a GUN in that photo. This one's interesting because it says hooked, and it's like a bunch of lures hanging off of a tree, but it looks like there are crystals on the hooks, and the tree is over a body of water. That body of water is usually about emotions. So there's strong emotional energy connected to this card. I think those are crystals. I'm gonna clarify that. Okay. This one's pretty clear. A wolf in sheep's clothing. Moves in silence. Sneaky energy. I don't know why they got all that shit on her face though. Like, you're not trying to not be seen. It's kind of like a contradiction to secrecy. Somebody who just does sneaky things, even though, and maybe they don't appear to be that type of person or that type of energy. Interesting. Dirt digging. So somebody's snooping for secrets to expose you. Tables might turn. Somebody's looking into your background maybe. Oh, Jesus. See, look. Caught a case. Look what the cases are. Sexual infection, sexual disease, rash, etc. Okay. Now this one was interesting because I love this big beautiful bird. So I don't know if that's a hawk or an eagle. I would guess an eagle. But the hawks be all white underneath like that too. But then look what the card says. Cock blocking? So I kind of wanted to look into that to clarify it. Because how... Oh, there are two babies in this nest. So that's an energy of protection. Maybe someone trying to block something or something being blocked for your protection. But why would they use this beautiful eagle? Could be somebody of influence or of like power, great power. But there's an energy of protection around it. That's interesting. A spiritual hater, mad that you're glowing up, thinks your magic is fake, low vibes only. Um, I don't know if y'all remember, but there was a time where I feel like that jealous energy was super strong. And I'm like, why does this keep showing up like that? It's jealousy, right? For the collectives. Like I was doing collective readings, and it was like, um, because my question was to the divine, like, I don't even have anything, like, as far as material goes. You know what I'm saying? So why does that jealous energy keep showing up? And it's like, it's not about the material things that you have, but people can really be jealous of your light. So I feel like that lines up with this type of energy. Spiritual hater. Yeah, jealous of your light. Jealous of how other people like you or are attracted to you or love you, right? This card wants you back. They didn't know your worth. Now they're desperate. Too little, too late with a question mark. Hmm. Here we have reflecting. Too late for sorry. Regret never posted. Okay, that's interesting. Okay, so we have reflecting, and then it's asking, is it too late for sorry? And then they said the regret never posted. What the hell does that mean? Like, like, what are they not regretting? Because the energy of this card suggests that they do regret some things. Because they're asking, is it too late for sorry? Unless you're on the other side of what this regret should be about, right? Like, they should regret something or should regret their actions. Interesting. The impersonator here wants your life, copies your style, obsessed with being you. That's very real energy as well. We have the jackpot. It's so weird, but it's true. We have the jackpot, unexpected windfall, right place, right time, big blessings ahead. That's pretty clear. We would love to see it. No facts. All vibes, no receipts. Talking nonsense or a messy storyteller. And that's something that I know I have said this week at least 3 or 4 times. Like, a lie don't care who tell it, and people would rather believe a lie over a truth, right? They really would. It's so weird. Like, I don't know if like lies are more entertaining or the truth is just boring, but I feel like people like to take a lie and run with it. Where I'm looking like, you gotta know that shit's not true, right? But that blocked third eye. Anyway, the next one, you see it talking sugar honey iced tea. This is somebody who gossips behind your back. They may spread lies, but smile in your face. That's a pretty card, actually. But I'd hate to see it in my reading. Okay. Happiness hater. Excuse my cough. I'm gonna wrap this up. Happiness hater. You see this person here in this relationship, and I think that's interesting that this is a male. This is a male right here hating on this partnership. Whoever it is. Like, is that his homeboy, his homegirl, or what? Whatever. They don't like that. Oh, you happy with this person? Lurking in the shadows. Want you to be miserable because they miserable. That's very real energy too. Karmic friends. It says you can't fully trust them. There's always some tension. That's the relationship I had with my sister, their relative, I think. Always some tension. Low key competing with you. Yeah. For what? Um, so the karmic connections, um, you know, people think of it as like, oh, it's just a bad situation. No, there's something you're supposed to learn from that relationship or that connection, whether it be how to spot the bullshit, or how to set firmer boundaries, how to trust trust your gut or your intuition. Maybe you thought this person was trifling, and you had to see something. Whatever it is, it was karmic. It's meant for a season, meant to teach, to bring about wisdom in some way. The inside scoop. What is he doing? It says a closer look. Oh, that's a magnifying glass, I think. But he's holding a drink. Okay, maybe he's looking for fingerprints. It says a closer look, nosy, up in your business. Look how he looking at that glass. So he's looking for evidence with the inside scoop. We got an offer here. So this could be like a coffee date, but it says genuine intentions, a door opening. Are you ready to receive? So he's holding that cup of coffee. That looks so good. I ain't had coffee in a long time, y'all. My energy's jazzed up enough. This one, divination abuser. I feel like this is about someone who is either the practitioner, right? Like looking at people's energy that they shouldn't be looking at, or someone getting readings on someone else, right? Trying to get the inside scoop on somebody whose energy they shouldn't be accessing. Divination abuser. And then lastly, this one says child services. Children in danger, family being reported, neglect or abuse suspected. So there's that. That's that entire deck though. So they're pretty like self-explanatory. You see why I said maybe kind of low vibrational? Like I don't feel like, but I feel like it's a good mix as I'm going through them now. But I don't feel like there are a lot of them that I would have a question about. Except for these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And I'm not going through those tonight. Yeah, what do y'all think of that? Would that be something y'all would want for me to pull from in y'all's reading? Like, what kind of reading would I be doing to like have a use for those cards? But like she asked about about Trump, the girl who I saw those cards, like the reason I bought them. She also asked about her mother. She told us about her mom, and then she pulled a card about her mom, and she got that drug abuse or drug addict card, and she just told us that's who her mom was. So it worked for her for sure. Now these cards all pretty much have hot girl in the front of them, and then they have a different description attached to the end. So it's kind of like either hot girl, slay, crush, hidden. So like hot girl sparkle, hot girl energy, and it kind of explains it to you. Hot girl style icon. Her fits tell stories out loud. Accessories scream her truth. Fashion is her megaphone. The hot girl main character. She walks in like the spotlight is hers. Confidence pulls every gaze. Life plays as her headline scene. So these are really cute. Hot girl magic. It says pressure turns into sparkle in her hands. So this is somebody who has like an alchemy type of energy, alchemist type of energy. She hijacks the vibe with ease. Her glow is raw, never staged. Um, this one says slay trendsetter. This is someone who rocks tomorrow's trend today, dares first, and the world copies after. Her style shouts louder than talk. Crush vibes. So smiles spark like lightning. Daydreams rewrite the ending. Butterflies stage a riot inside. So this may be someone who's like the object of a lot of people's crush. See, slay force. Some of them, they just kind of felt repetitive to me. But then we got this energy, heartbreak hotel, tears, tattoo lessons, deep. Healing starts raw and honest. Broken hearts still beat loud. The dating game, which suggests dating is chess, never chance. Play smart, win bold. Like, okay. It's so crazy because as I was reading through the deck, it's not that I don't feel connected to it. It's just like, okay, what else, right? This one, somebody has intimacy issues. I really had to go through this deck to see that there were more than just slay or hot girl. Ghosted. Ghosted energy. Silence is louder than the lies. Absence writes the scripts. Closure is her own gift. So there's the energy of somebody texting on this card, sending messages, waiting for a response, and not getting one. All right. Success magnet. She got the coins dripping down her chest. That's super cute. On her belt. Success runs to catch her steps. Hustle flips to magnet mode. Winds stick like glitter to skin. So Midas touch kind of energy in a female. Hot girl glow up. Old scars turn into golden lessons. She outshines her past self. And glow up makes her untouchable. So that's cute. Toxic attraction. Looks like love, tastes like venom. Fire excites, but poison stains. Toxic attraction. Slay energy. The petty queen. Petty queen. Grudges glitter like diamonds. Petty plays crown her throne. Okay. Extra is her comedy goal. Unrequited love. She loves hard. Scream silently louder. Lesson is to never chase what won't choose you back. The clapback queen. Words slice with savage grace. This gave me kind of that Queen of Swords energy. Humor guards her throne. Or wit stays her sharpest armor. So it's somebody who got a slick tongue. Definitely that Queen of Swords energy. Love triangle, hot girl queen. Heartbeat rush. So this is like somebody falling in love too fast. Like it's illogical, but intense. But this may be something that they do often, based on the way this card speaks about it. Someone who stands in her authority. Even when she's still standing still, you can see she's a queen. Love that. Slay pose. Slay the room. Walks in. She's got a key in her hand. Walks in and the room rewires. Energy bends to her vibe. Atmosphere dances in her flow. So they kind of cute. Look at this. Hot girl, unapologetic. Never shrinks for small minds. No lands soft but firm. She takes space like is owed to her. Okay. Then we have the gossip. This is one who's going to spill the tea. Gossip runs faster than truth. Reactions outpace reality. Curiosity keeps the pot boiling. Situationship. More than friends, not yet love. Gray lines spark both thrill and stress. Choice shapes the end. Hot girl faith. So someone flame alive. She believes out loud. Belief guards her steps. Stolen kisses. This is interesting. Stolen lips taste sweeter. Risk inks the wildest chapters. So this is a sneaky energy, or we didn't do nothing. We just kissed, looking ass. We have the heart healer. She glows while stitching scars. Love is not weakness, but it is her fiercest return. Mixed signals. So I guess we can use these for love readings, flirty text. We can look into connections, love connections, backstage drama, or relationships, matters of the heart. Two-faced. Hot girl standards. This person never bargains with half love. She's the full course feast. Only respect will buy you tickets in. So this is somebody who has high standards. Heavy crown, steady stride, respect trail. She rules and never asks. Queen crown vibes. So these are cute. Peace out. Exit loud like a mic drop. Hot girl move. She picks growth over comfort every time. Action always outruns perfect. Risk speaks her tongue. So this is someone who is like, even if I'm afraid, I'm gonna still try it, right? I'm gonna do it anyway because I know it's going to like force me to grow in some way. I liked that one when I was going through this deck previously. Hot girl charm. Hot girl icon. She sets the standard, never a copy. Originals outlive trends. Her name becomes the headline style. Divine timing. Right vibe, wrong time is a wound. Right vibe, right time is a miracle. So this kind of reminds me of that Wheel of Fortune card with that big medallion behind her head. Divine timing. Breakup glow. Breakups polish the soul. Pain flips into pride. Closure glows as growth. Dang, since we broke up, you've been looking so good. This is that energy right there. Trust fall. So the energy of somebody who's going to take a leap of faith. Soulmate signals. Feels ancient like deja vu. Souls sync like songs. Fate flirts in daylight. That's cute. Look at this one. Red flag. I guess I thought that you could kind of tell that way because of her all red top attire. Red flag. It says red flag pops. Red flags pop. She sees them at once. Mask fail. Patterns scream. Excuses don't survive her radar. So this is like somebody who is able to see through the bullshit clearly, okay? Green flag parade. Safe feels hot. Respect is the boldest flex. Green flags wave in style. Okay. So yeah, definitely love reading energy here, right? Hot girl attention. Her words echo like an anthem. Attention is her throne. It's not a request. One glance hijacks the room. So this is somebody who has alluring or what do I want to say? Magnetic energy. Something that she feels like seeks. That's what it feels like. Icon in motion. Shade thrower. Sarcasm sharpens her shine. Cruel wit cuts deeper. Okay. So see, I feel like some of these you would still have to clarify. I guess if you wanted to. Maybe you wouldn't have to. Like, tell me about your friend. Tell me about my friend, or I'm thinking there's something weird about my friend, and then you get this shade thrower card, then you know it's something weird about your friend. Your friend is shady. She likes to throw shade. You thought that was a jab? It was. Like that type of energy. Hot girl eye candy. Beauty hooks at first glance, but depth keeps you hooked. Her soul makes the final play. Okay. Hot girl favorite. Her vibe is favored. She's real. Makes people adore her. Aura makes her untouchable. She's adorable. Rumor has it. So this is somebody who is like at the root of rumors, at the heart of rumors. It might be somebody who spreads them, or it's just she's one who is talked about. I don't know if she's repeating the rumors or rumors are repeated about her. Hot girl confidence. Walks like gravity bends her way. Every step wears a crown of confidence. That's cute. The spotlight queen. Charisma burns hotter than lights. Every crowd shifts in her orbit. Spotlight bends at her will. No filter. Honesty slices the noise. Raw words sting, then soothe. Transparency burns fake skins. So a truth speaker. No filter. Child, the energy vampire. Drains dress up as friends. They bring fatigue as gifts. Distance gives her glow back. So you see there's a man standing behind her. Look at this. Sucking up her energy, I guess. Ooh, child. Hot girl vibes. Joy is her default look. Emotional avalanche. Okay. So maybe a trauma dumper. One word breaks the mountain. Emotions crash louder than logic. Or it could just be somebody who's in an emotional mood. They were already fragile, so they're just emotionally heavy that day. Or reactive or responsive. Whether that be anger or sadness. But I'm kind of getting sadness from this I was going to say this photo, this card. Limitless is what it says. Secret reveal. Oh, she's got an envelope in her hand. Just noticing that. It says secrets drop like glitter storms. Truth booms louder than lies. Hot girl center stage. The honeymoon phase. Oh, it says first glow blinds the flaws, right? Those red Rose-colored glasses, rose-tinted glasses. Fantasy mask the cracks. Reality always shows up. Look at that. The honeymoon phase. Boundaries in love. No lines. Love gets messy. Boundaries will keep the fire burning clean. So this may be someone who needs to set boundaries in partnerships and connections. We also have the secret admirer. Mystery makes attraction burn brighter. Eyes spill the secrets before the lips dare. So somebody who would have a crush on someone but not be speaking up on it. Yeah, a coward. No. Yeah, that's my pet peeve. The hot girl aura. People circle her like planets. So this is somebody who gets a lot of attention. Her energy invites. It doesn't beg. Warmth makes her magnetic and also rare. The drama magnet. Am I the drama? Cardi B. That's interesting. They made this like this person's on the stage too. Chaos finds her like moths to fire. Attention fuels her aura. Boundaries save her crown. That's crazy. Okay, we have the boundary violation. Oh, okay. There's somebody who's going to check you for that, though. It says, cross her line, face the bill. Boundaries roar louder than laws. So this is someone who has firm boundaries and are not afraid to enforce them. When you cross them, you're going to pay. The next one is Slay Star. She blazes brighter, dares you to chase. Sorry is not in her script. She's the star with no filter. That's interesting. A messy group chat. Chats twist into chaos webs. Screenshots stab deep. Mess fits in every bubble. So again, the messy group chat, that'd be like that messy friend group you wanted to check in on, right? If that card comes out. Passion ignited. Sparks torch the room alive. Desire powers the bowl. A commitment call. Okay, so someone is being called to take or make a deeper commitment in love. Pick up or hang up. The call is loud. Only courage dares to answer. Look at these with the green glasses. What would you think of that? Jealousy. Jealous eyes. Eyes confess louder than words. Envy burns neon green, honey. We hate that for whoever that card would apply to. Hot take. Her takes ignite storms. Opinions are hotter than fire. And she bends debates her way. So this may be somebody who enjoys stirring the pot. Or who is here to stir the pot. Ooh. That's not nice. Sabotage alert. Not every smile is safe. Fake hugs hide daggers. Sugar always coats the blade. Damn, I would hate to see that card in a reading. The love bomber. He floods your world nonstop. Too much, too fast, too fake. So this is a good love reading deck. Anybody want to ask about somebody in a love reading? Receipts ready. Screenshots shut mouths fast. Receipts cut sharper than words. Gossip dies on proof. Receipts ready. Listen. Y'all better save some of them texts sometimes. Shoot. Well, know who you dealing with. I know when my son was very little, baby, I saved texts for like years because I might need to show this to you in court one day. Okay? Yeah. Thank you. This next one, Chaos Goddess, thrives in chaos untamed. spins storms into magic, stands unshaken in the wild, chaos goddess. We got the Cancer Queen, public crowns, then cuts fast, reputation swings on threads, accountability redraws power. I don't know why there's like a social media energy around that for me. Because she got the earbuds, the message bubbles there. Huh. Yeah, so that's a cute little deck too. But those are the only two that I ordered. There are definitely some more that I want to get. See, I like the way these cards shuffle. But these what's the T cards? They so slick, y'all. Like they so slick. I really feel like I need to slide these mugs through some baby powder. But ain't no babies over here. We ain't got no baby powder. Anyway, um, yeah, so I just wanted to share my little decks with somebody. I was hoping somebody would want to pull behind one. But like from a personal standpoint, I was like, who am I supposed to ask this stuff about? Which one's your T? What's the T? On the hot girls. I don't know who I'm supposed to ask these questions about. Or well, I guess I would just ask about the person. But I don't really what's the T? I don't really be pulling for people like that. Yeah, the T. I don't really be pulling for people like that. You know? Like, if it's people in my personal life for the most part, I trust what I feel. Oh, girl, it's fine. Don't be sorry. If it's people in my personal life, you know, I just trust what I feel. Um, yeah, very rarely do I actually pull cards on people that I know. And that's so crazy because I know people in my personal life probably be thinking like, she probably read my energy or not if I don't have a reason to do it. You know, I just, and I zoned out for a minute, or froze or glitched or that's okay. We're gonna wrap it up. Crystal, do you still have my number? To miss which ones? These what's the T? In a missing persons? I kind of thought about that. But there's another deck that I saw on TikTok that I need to do soon because I feel like I saw something the other day that said they was like running low, or the sale was in it, whatever the case. But I don't like to just order one thing from TikTok. If I'm gonna order something, I want to be getting at least 3 items. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, some of these could be used in a missing person or a true crime. That's right. Okay, that'll work. I'll do that. I haven't done one in so long. I have this one lady on my whiteboard over here that I'm supposed to have done her reading a long time ago. Her name is Naomi Wilson, and she disappeared in 1981. I think I'm going to use these in that. Yeah. Like, even as I write down the person who erased them, I still have not erased Naomi's name. So even though I have procrastinated in doing her reading, the fact that I haven't erased it, I feel like I'm still supposed to do it. So maybe I was waiting for these decks to come. So yeah, that makes sense, doesn't it? Considering what some of these are. And she was, I was going to say, she's single. She's not single. Okay. Text me, call me. Because, yeah, we need to chit-chat, girl. Um, yeah, she was single, but she had a man. But she was going to a friend's house, allegedly, he said, and she never showed back up. And she didn't show up at work the next day. And he's the one that reported her missing, the boyfriend. So, I don't know. I haven't tapped into the energy at all. I just kind of looked at the story, and somebody asked for me to look into it. So I think that would be a perfect case for that type of deck, right? So I'm gonna do that. Maybe I'll, because I feel like I got my mojo back, my energy back. Had a personal, just one personal. Um, yeah, and my intuition was going nuts. So I feel like I'm ready to get back into it, and I had not been doing that this week at all. I'm telling y'all, oftentimes, girl, I don't know. I saw mine do this once. Like it did the buffer thing one time and it said reconnecting. But that's okay. That means it's time to cut it off. It's time for us to get out of here. Lord knows I wouldn't have on purpose stayed on here for almost 2 hours. That was definitely not the plan. But that's okay. I'm glad I did. And we got to walk through the deck. Even when I said we was only going to do one deck, we did both of them anyway. That's good, right? Thank you. Y'all have a blessed night. Catch up this weekend because we're going to do Naomi's reading with these cards too. All right? All right. Love y'all. Bye. Okay.